Hello and welcome to Roadmap 2019. On this program, we interact with some of Nigeria's major political actors in the journey to the elections of next year. I am Ladi Akeredoluwale. Thanks for taking our time to be with us. On today's edition, my guest is unsparing in his criticisms of the ruling All Progressives Congress, the APC government, insisting that in many areas it has done worse than the government it replaced. My guest also carpets the party itself, saying that he decided to leave the group, which says it is insisting that the rule of law be followed in the processes of electing the APC leadership at various levels. Now, all this is made more interesting by the fact that my guest is a well-known political associate of President Muhammadu Buhari, at least until now. Now, please join us as we speak to the national chairman of the reformed All Progressives Congress, the R-APC, Alhaji Buba Galadima. Alhaji Galadima, thank you so much for agreeing to speak with us on Roadmap 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Akeredoluwale, for giving me this opportunity.
Now, you are known across the country as a long-standing ally of our president, General Buhari. But it seems as if things have kind of fallen apart because you're leading a group out of the party that has put him in power. What can you begin by telling us what exactly led to this?
No, these issues are not personal. They are based on principles. And once principles are involved, all personal relationships, whether friendship, blood relations, or business association, don't actually matter. So things are not going according to the way we envisaged them right from the beginning of the formation of the APC, of which at every opportunity I say I'm one of the founding members. Not only that, one of the 9 signatories that signed the Memorandum of Association by the 3 political parties that formed the APC. We had a vision for Nigeria, and we had a vision for our people, and indeed we have a vision for the black man. Unfortunately, 3 years into our administration, those visions have become stories. And having made that sacrifice, I thought, as a man of integrity and patriotism, I must speak out. And history will record me as one of the foremost people that fought the PDP to a standstill and made them lost government. Within those times, I suffered many deprivations, intimidation, arrests, detention, questioning, severally.
Even from General Obasanjo's time?
Of course, including trial for treason.
Yes.
No politician living today had suffered those kind of inconveniences that I went through. And it was our conviction that we will build an egalitarian society, an inclusive society, where the common man would be the bedrock of our policy, and that the son of Mr. Nobody can be Mr. Somebody. Today, this is not what is obtained in the country, and our party, which we had labored and sacrificed to form, had become comatose. We were accusing the PDP of constitutional infractions, dictatorial tendencies, and high-handedness. And we said, and we told the Nigerian people, and they have accepted and voted for us, that we could do better than them, and that when we come, we will provide leadership, we will do constitutional democracy, where everybody can have the right and the opportunity to aspire to any position, and so get if the people give him the mandate. And it is also on record that we will secure life and property of every Nigerian. It is also on record that as at then, when we were so piffed off that petrol was selling for 87 naira, a bag of rice was selling for 7,000 naira, and that a dollar was selling for 157 or 160 naira, we felt we could do better. We could bring the price of petrol to 40 naira. We could get the bag of rice being sold for 4,000, 5,000 naira by reducing the hardship of the common people. But what is it that is being obtained today? Is life under this our government more meaningful again? You can be shot anytime. Anytime. You can't afford, for those of us who are Muslims, if we want to go to Kano from Abuja, it is not the length of time from Abuja to Kano, 5 hours, that is the matter. We have to sleep throughout the night, praying God that we should be taken to our destination safely. That is not the kind of society we had intended to build. And this is not the kind of society that people are excluded in all manner of things, and that nobody gives a damn to what has happened. We are not communicating with the people. Nobody can rule Nigeria successfully without being communicating to them and giving them their rights to know. Because government is not about secrecy. There is nothing secret. We voted them into power. They have an explanation on every action they take. We can question them. This is the situation. And I felt that as an upright citizen of this country, I should come out, get some people to support me, and try to right the wrongs. This is where we are. And I want to say, without being asked another question, that I am most satisfied, that I am most fulfilled by the kind of words of solidarity and support that I get from all nooks and corners of this country, irrespective of tribe, religion, section, or even creed, or whether woman or man, young or old. We are on track. We are encouraged by the support of the people to right the wrongs, to make sure that Nigeria is governed under the rule of law. Under the rule of law, where if a court takes a decision and makes a pronouncement, the government is under obligation to respect the views of the court. Once that is thrown aboard, we are going in for dictatorship.
Let me ask this further question before we go on. You've enumerated a number of points here, and it seems as if these points have been ongoing. You've talked about 3 years plus that they've been ongoing. Did you at any point raise this with your friend, who is the president?
He is my friend. He is my leader. Today he's the president of Nigeria. Therefore, even if there is nothing, even if there is no friendship, I have to respect him for two things. He's older than me by nearly 8 to 10 years. He's the president of my country. I have to respect him. But that is where it ends. When there is an issue of principles, even if somebody is my father, I am known to politely tell him that, sir, father, dad, this is wrong. Why don't we look at it the other way? I'm coming. But being president, I, Buba Galadima, cannot go to the villa and start shouting on at the gate that I want to see Mr. President, I want to advise Mr. President. Of course, you know we came a long way from 2002 to date, and I have enumerated all the inconveniences I got by working with him. And not working with him as just a follower. No, as a colleague in the movement, and as somebody that have worked tirelessly 25 hours a day to build this empire that now people are sitting on. And don't believe all these social media gurus that they have assembled in Utako or Jabi to be abusing me and talking of all manner of falsehood, or those who are Buharists today who sat down in Transcorp Hotel, 4 of them, and wrote a result against us and had called Buhari all manner of names. Today they are his man Friday. If you, me, if I'm your friend, and we meet every day, and you don't see me in 1 week's time, what would you do?
I'll try to find out why I've not seen you.
So ask him when you get to him whether he had looked for me. But I have sent messages which he gets. I've sent messages which he gets. If those people that I talk to, that speak to him, do not tell him the correct thing, at least you know that I bear my mind in the press, and he listens to radio. He may watch this interview, and he knows that I don't lie, I don't speak double, I speak my mind. What is in my heart is what my mouth says. So, now we are having an interview with you. I'm sending messages. He doesn't need to call me. It is enough to act on what I am saying. Nigeria is a plural society. You can't exclude certain people and be allowed to sleep. And you shouldn't allow people to hold their own perception. There are a lot of perceptions that are falsehood, but because the government is not communicating, they are now becoming reality. It shouldn't be. The man has assembled a non-entity cabinet. The man has surrounded himself with sycophants. The problem of Nigeria is that of ignorant and sycophants. They make leaders believe that they are God. Nobody is God.